power, strength, control. When we set our sights on delivering next-level performance, those words were our obsession. We weren't interested in incremental improvement. We started with a blank slate and didn't stop until we got here. Introducing the revolutionary RZR Pro R, made for those who live wide open. If you want to crush it out here, you better have a huge heart. So thumping away inside every Pro R is the biggest factory engine ever dropped in a side-by-side. 2 liters, 4 cylinders, 16 valves, and 225 horses. With a top speed of 90 miles per hour, this is the fastest RZR ever made. And we deliver all that performance with a naturally aspirated design that's optimized for the desert. It's cooler running, better balanced, and more reliable. Throttle response is instantaneous, and pedal mapping is up to you, with selectable drive modes for sport cruising, rock crawling, and flat-out flying. Outrageous power demands exceptional control. That's why Pro R rolls out with an ultra-wide stance, extended wheelbase, and massive ground clearance. The 32-inch tires are mounted on 15-inch 5-lug wheels and optimally positioned to maximize approach and departure angles. An astounding 29 inches of usable travel sets another industry high mark, and is just one distinguishing feature of the revolutionary new MaxLink suspension. Simply put, MaxLink is the strongest and smartest side-by-side suspension we've ever made. It's the kind of fully boxed design typically reserved for the aftermarket. The stamped steel construction is radically stronger and allows for added reinforcement where it matters most. And MaxLink cracks the code on an entirely new way to attach front shocks to lower arms. The patent-pending design maximizes performance by making room for taller shocks while still optimizing mounting angles. In back, the patented through-arm rear toe link helps minimize bump steer throughout the massive travel. It all works together with breathtaking efficiency to deliver unmatched power to the ground and unprecedented confidence and control behind the wheel. And then there's Dynamics DV, the next generation of the off-road's most advanced suspension control. It monitors input from driver and machine over 200 times per second and independently adjusts compression and rebound on the Fox Live Valve X2 shocks to keep Pro R firmly grounded. It's also completely customizable. With user-selectable ride and handling modes you can change on the fly. Choose Baja, Rock, Track, or Comfort, and you instantly optimize shock damping and steering feel for whatever the desert has put in your path. Coming up on a gnarly whoops run? Use Baja mode to get a high dynamic ride height, increased shock isolation, and a nose-high pitch to help you float from crest to crest. And no matter what mode you're in, the on-wheel oh shit button is the ultimate answer for ugly surprises. It lets you instantly take the compression of all 4 shocks to full firm and keeps them there until you release the button. When you make a machine to tame the wildest terrain, it has to be built to take a beating. That's why Pro R rolls out with the strongest chassis and stoutest cage we've ever built. The one-piece chassis uses a solid box design for the front bulkhead, with double shear joints and massive M14 bolts for attaching critical components. It's an incredibly robust backbone that doubles overall torsional stiffness. The welded one-piece cage has increased diameter, thickness, and material strength, and uses tapered joints to strengthen connections where it ties to the chassis. We poured the same obsession with strength and durability into the all-new driveline and transmission. Drive shafts, prop shafts, half shafts, and knuckles are stronger than ever before. Beefier hubs and branded bearings are packaged together in the kind of unitized assembly common in the automotive market. And a new torque limiter protects the front drive from sudden surges during power-on landings. Inside the CVT, a wider, longer belt, bigger clutches, and a completely redesigned airflow uses dual-path clutch cooling to minimize heat and maximize belt life. Size and strength are table stakes when it comes to mastering brutal terrain. To make a machine that truly stands apart requires exceptional intelligence inside the cockpit. There's a tilting, telescoping steering wheel with customizable onboard controls to adjust everything from audio volume to suspension settings. And a 7-inch touchscreen that unlocks the power of Ride Command. It puts you in control of the most sophisticated GPS in the industry. It's a fully integrated system that works even when there's no cell connection. You can easily plan and share routes in advance, keep track of your group as they spread out, or use the new Follow the Leader mode to digitally blaze a trail that friends can see and follow. Ride Command also connects with your phone via Bluetooth, so you can answer calls, receive text alerts, and wirelessly stream music to the Rockford Fosgate Stage 2 audio system that's perfectly tuned for off-road enjoyment. To make the most of off-road adventure, all-day comfort is essential. With RZR Pro R, the seamless integration of driver and machine is apparent as soon as you slide into the bolstered one-piece bucket seats. Extended sliders give you ample adjustment front to back, while the 3-position tilt control lets you dial in your perfect driving position, from comfortably reclined to fully upright. And no matter if you're sitting up front or in the back, RZR Pro R lets you stretch out in comfort, with more leg room, more shoulder room, and better sight lines. When the rear seats aren't in use, you can fold them down individually or all the way across for up to 16 cubic feet of added storage. The finishing touches of any off-road vehicle are the things you add to make it your own. That's why we've developed a full collection of over 70 Polaris-engineered accessories specifically designed for Pro R. Created in partnership with some of the biggest names in the off-road aftermarket, there are custom wheels and tires, full aluminum doors, steel rock sliders, stylized mirrors and bumpers, innovative storage solutions, Rockford Fosgate premium audio upgrades, and even a high-visibility rigid chase light to help groups stay together. 3 distinct collections, Dune, Desert, and Rugged Trail, help organize all the choices so it's easy to find exactly what you want. Every single accessory was developed in parallel with the vehicle itself, so the look is seamless and installation is easy. There's a 6-position bus bar for plug-and-play convenience, a hefty collection of switch blanks waiting to be filled, and a true belt-driven alternator that gives you a full 1,700 watts of power to play with. Introducing the all-new RZR Pro R, combining revolutionary power and incredible strength to take wide-open performance to a whole new level. Polaris. Think outside.